Care Sandwich. I'm your host, Margarita Eberline, and today I have Hugo Balderas Ibarra, and he is known as El Abogado Tejano, and he's going to be my guest today. But first, check out this video. Welcome to Care Sandwich, the podcast where we dive into the success journeys of law firm owners across the country. I'm Margarita Eberline, your host and the founder of Marketing Boss, a fractional chief marketing officer firm for law firms. On this show, we'll explore the challenges, strategies, and victories that have shaped law firms and how they wrap every interaction with care. Because we believe that caring isn't just a value, it's a strategy for success. So grab your favorite sandwich, sit back, and let's dig into a conversation filled with insight, inspiration, and of course, a lot of care. Hello. Welcome to the virtual stage, Abogado. How's it going?
Good. How are you? Good morning. Almost noon. Thank you for the invite. I know there was a bit of confusion, but I'm happy to be here.
Yeah. So where are you in Texas? El Abogado Tejano, you're in Texas. Where?
Our principal office is in Houston, Texas. I also have a smaller office in Dallas, but I haven't been able to get out there as much as I would like to. We've just been extremely busy with our practice here. But yeah, the main office is here in Houston.
Awesome. So, Abogado, tell us your story. What do you do? How do you help people? How did you become El Abogado Tejano? And by the way, for those of you that don't know, he's all over social media. You need to check him out. Really cool stuff. So yeah, walk us through your journey.
So I did not take a traditional path towards law school or towards becoming an attorney. I always wanted to be an attorney ever since a young age. Then after high school, my parents are immigrants, so we would travel for work in the summers. So when I went off to university to college, they didn't really have the means to help me out financially. So I decided my freshman year of college, I joined the military to take advantage of the GI Bill. Well, from there, I was in Iraq. They sent me off to Iraq. I was in Iraq for a year, from 2004 to 2005. And then once I got back, then, just life and issues. So I kind of put it off, and then I had kids, and then I got married and I put it off. Finally, I was able to finally get my bachelor's 15 years later. I graduated in 2000. I got my bachelor's in 2015 after doing all kinds of work, construction, oil fields, seasonal work. So, anyways, I got my bachelor's finally in 2015, and I've been licensed since 2018. So, never gave up. Always remembered, always focused on finishing school. So, yeah, it's been quite a road getting here, but finally, we're here, and now we do immigration and personal injury. We handle clients all over the U.S. We can help you guys with your immigration process. También somos bilingüe, podemos ayudarle. Si no hablan inglés, pueden llamarnos, podemos atenderlos en español. Somos un despacho de inmigración y de accidentes en Houston, Texas, disponible en todos los Estados Unidos.
A todo dar, as they say. I love it. Yo también hablo español, me encanta. So, Abogado, how can people get a hold of you? What's the best way to get?
Nos pueden encontrar, you can find us en las redes sociales, El Abogado Tejano. Nos pueden encontrar en Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. También, I'm trying to get the YouTube channel going, pero nos pueden encontrar.
Help you with that.
Sí, yes, and we'll talk. We'll talk. Yeah, you can find us with the name El Abogado Tejano. Yeah, on all the social media, that's what I go by.
Awesome. And so tell us, if another attorney is listening and thinking, wow, this guy sounds great. I get calls from that community and they speak Spanish, and I would love to refer my cases, because a lot of attorneys refer each other cases.
Yes.
And we like to encourage that. And you probably have experienced this, especially in the Hispanic community.
Yes,
when they
definitely.
search for an attorney, they don't understand that there's different areas. So oftentimes attorneys will get phone calls outside their practice area. So
Hmm.
if somebody's listening right now and they're thinking, wow, sounds like a great guy, like I love his story, resonated with them, and they want to refer you cases, what what would be the process for that? Obviously they would get in touch with you, but what can they expect as far as the experience you're going to give people that they send your way?
Yeah, so we actually do get a lot of referrals from out of state from out of state attorneys, because right now that immigration, is a hot topic. A lot of these people are getting detained and they're getting sent to immigration centers, to detention centers down here in South Texas and Dilley, um, Harlingen, and across the Southwest as well, New Mexico, Arizona. So we do get a lot of calls, especially for detained clients. I do have my license in the Southern District of New Mexico as well. I mean, in the
Okay.
Southern District, I have my federal license in the Southern District of Texas. I'm sorry, and in
Mhm.
the District of New Mexico. So we've been filing a lot of habeas corpus petitions for people that are detained that may not qualify for a bond, and we would be glad to assist any attorney that gets these types of calls, because like I said, right now a lot of people are getting detained and not given the right to a bond. So we can also help with those federal petitions as well. But you can call us. Our phone number is 888-338-1718, or you guys can send me a message on social media and we'll respond.
And how about on the injury side? And how did you end up with the dual area?
So personal injury, I started off with immigration. As of now, probably 80% of my cases are still immigration, but I
Okay.
just get a lot of calls for personal injury cases just from people that know me through immigration.
Mhm.
I have a a decent sized following on social media. So, they would contact me for personal injury and I would refer them out a lot, but a lot of these clients, when they spoke to other attorneys, or they wouldn't even follow through
Mm.
with the referrals I would give them, because they wanted me to help them out. So I just decided to open up a personal injury part of the firm, and now we're quickly expanding in that area as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, what we have a term, trust transfer. It's tough to
Yes,
transfer trust to just
yes,
anybody. And it sounds like you did a really good job building trust with a community. And yeah, like amazing. And so now you're leveraging with the personal injury side. And that's a really, well, you know this, that's a really lucrative practice area. And I would imagine that it's super smart right now because with immigration, just I've seen from my end, which is marketing, there's a flood of people needing help, but then there's also legislation that's making it difficult to help
yeah.
a lot of people because they don't really qualify for a lot. So what I'm noticing with immigration firms is, they're really struggling. Like even some of the best ones, just because of the sheer volume of people that just don't qualify for benefits. So it's nice to have another area. Have you experienced the same?
Yeah, it's across the board. Immigration is more difficult right now. Like I said, they're not wanting to give bonds to people. They're
Hmm.
deporting people. They're picking up people outside of the courtrooms, deporting them without due process. So we're filing petitions with the federal courts. In the meantime, we're still continuing to fight. We have lawsuits filed here in Texas that I'm a part of, um,
Wow.
filing filing lawsuits against DHS for these warrantless when they enter homes without a judicial warrant. So we're continuing to fight. I've also started doing some civil rights violations.
Wow.
One of my clients from South Texas, actually, he just got interviewed by the New York Times about a week ago because of this. Some the ICE agents jumped his fence. They tackled him and his siblings without a warrant. So we filed a lawsuit, and he's part of the class action lawsuit that we filed here in Houston, Texas, against DHS and Christy Nome. I know she's no longer there, but we did file a lawsuit against DHS. And so yeah, and here's my quote, my motto for personal injury is right here: "Del choque al cheque." So we can help you
Nice.
guys. We can help you guys. Del choque al cheque. Estamos disponible. Just always when and I've been wanting to do personal injury, but we've just been so swamped with immigration. And now that, like you said, it's given me, I see it as an opportunity to expand
Mhm.
my practice right now. Like I say, gracias a Dios, we are picking up personal injury cases and civil rights. I never imagined I would be getting into civil rights, but here I am. So it's like God is guiding me towards, what I should be doing as well, while instead of just settling idle or, opening up other doors. So I'm very grateful to all of my clients, all of my audience that has trusted in us, and we'll continue fighting.
What I'm hearing, and I like to outline the way that I'm interpreting what you're saying for attorneys that might be listening that or watching that have practice areas and are wanting to know how to apply the formula to success to their business. What I'm hearing is you got very clear on who the community is that you want to work with. So that to me feels like it's your rock, right? It's like your
Yes.
main thing. And then from there, you remained open to adjust your business, your infrastructure to what are the needs and opportunities in that community that you can serve. And it sounds to me like initially you thought to yourself, oh, the best way that I can serve this community is by focusing on immigration and
Yes.
referring out these cases. But then you also observed, and like the anchor seems to be your desire to help the community. Like that to me is
Yeah.
like the pattern, right? And then you saw, okay, well, that was maybe not the best process for my people, my community. And then you adjusted your practice. And it sounds like you're doing it again with the civil rights. And I think it's important to point that out because many times the law firm owners, that I talk to or people thinking about creating a law firm, going from being an attorney to a law firm owner, they think about it in terms of what do I know how to do and what
Mhm.
can I do best? And I think what I'm hearing from you is you're somebody who wanted to serve. And then the how do I do what I need to for this community is coming later. And that's fine too. Like it doesn't always have to be like, I'm really good at this one thing, right? Let me just focus on that. Like if
Mhm.
you really have a passion for, I think your story, what I'm getting from your story, your experience, what everything you've shared, if you have a passion for something as simple as just a community and you're in tune with their needs, like the rest just seems to be aligning for you.
Yeah, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. We've been expanding, we've been growing. I've had my own law firm for 5 years now, and I've seen, from year to year, I've seen great, advancements, improvements with everything. So you just got to continue, and you got to be open to new things. You got to be open to, and don't be afraid to navigate into certain areas of law that you might not have experience with. There's always a lot of attorneys willing to help you, or at least in my case, I have attorneys that I could turn to that could mentor me. And for example, civil rights.
Mm.
These attorneys, the cases that I'm taking, I have other attorneys that are more experienced, that are guiding me, that are helping me. So I'm not taking this on by myself. I'm working alongside other attorneys and learning at the same time, and giving my clients representation that they need and that they want. And we're growing even in the civil rights area now. So like I said, I never would have thought that, but here I am.
I love it. And then let's talk about marketing too, because I think that's a nice compliment. So it's the vision, the services, and the marketing and how it all ties together. You have a really, really distinct brand, El Abogado Tejano. And for those of you that have not seen him on social media, like he shows up, like you show up.
Mm,
And I want you to talk about, from your perspective, how you got there. Because again, I'm looking at the attorneys that I come across that are law firm owners, and in their mind, it's like, oh, well, I don't have time to make content, or I don't know what content to make, or I need somebody to give me all the ideas. And I don't know if you have somebody giving you ideas, but I imagine some of the stuff just seems like you came up with it like yourself,
yeah,
but
yeah.
maybe you didn't. I don't know. Walk us through, how did you bring that to life? With, I think, social organic is a
Uh,
good topic for you to share some advice on for those attorneys that maybe are intimidated by the volume of content, by, some of the, I'm
mhm,
going to say, out of the box, non suit and tie content that really has worked for you. Because
mhm,
we know this from the previous part of this interview. This is working. People trust you. People that have never
mhm.
met you trust you because
Yeah.
your content, your marketing, your brand, it really like hits people's emotions?
Yeah, so and that's a good question. I'm from South Texas, Eagle Pass. It's a small border town. It borders Piedras Negras, Coahuila, which is where my parents, my tios, my grandparents are from. I have a lot of family there. I was born in Eagle Pass, Texas. And down there, along the entire southern border, everyone has botas and then they got their sombrero. You got to put on your sombrero. So this is the sort of the environment I grew up in. You're always wearing your sombrero, you're always wearing your botas. And so when I moved to Houston and I became an attorney, I was working at another law firm, and I was having, of course, to follow their rules, follow their guidelines, and I couldn't really be myself. I enjoyed what I was doing, but I could never really show that part of me. I always wanted to,
Mhm.
because when people go to an attorney, they feel intimidated. They feel, I wanted them to feel more comfortable with me. Like even though I'm an attorney and I'm licensed and I have my practice, when it boils down to it, we're the same. We're the same. These are people. My community that I mostly cater to is the immigrant community from South America, from Mexico, Spanish speaking countries, and they also uh, say, they also like they can relate to me as far as the sombreros and the music. And so I kind of decided when I went solo, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna be who I am, be myself, and just
Mm,
market myself the way I am. Just let people see not only the professional side of me, but also the personal side of me, where I enjoy Tejano music. I enjoy music. I enjoy on the weekends. I like to grill out, and the type of things that we in our community do. The big family gatherings with the carne asada. It's a way to bond. It's a way to bond. You listen to
everybody's late.
music. Yeah, everybody's late. Everybody's late, but still you have a
Yeah.
good time.
Yeah.
I do a lot of events here with the community. I sponsor events. I'm out at whenever they invite me, I'm always out. I go to speak to the community. I try to give back. And so for me, what's worked is just being myself and showing people my personal side. I don't really have a team that helps me with the marketing. Like a lot of it is just ideas that I come up with myself.
I
I just
figured.
put on my Yeah, I just put on my phone. I put on my phone, I hit play and I talk.
Yeah.
So all of my engagement on social media is organic, and it's worked for me. It's helped. Now I'm starting to uh, see how having a marketing agency could help me, with
Yeah.
certain things. And I'm definitely open. Like I said, we could talk,
Yeah.
because I really do. Just to expand, expand and reach a bigger audience. But yeah,
Yeah.
I would say to any law firm or to any attorney, just be yourself and don't be afraid to show your personal side. Don't just be all about business. Don't just be like a robot. Like don't be an attorney that is not approachable. Don't be an attorney that people are afraid to talk to. Be an attorney that's more open. Listen to them. Que te miren como not only like an attorney, but someone that they could see, also as a friend, someone that's going to help them, someone that cares about their needs, as is genuinely trying to help them.
I love that you said all of that because it's so aligned with what I advise as far as the social media and the organic law firm owners. So we're a CMO firm, and so a lot of times the attorneys will come to us and say, "Who should I hire for my social media?" And I was like, "I could recommend like, whatever, but let's talk about what do you want to get out of
Hello?
it and let's talk about what works." Yep, we're still here. Did you get spam bot? Oh, where'd you go? Did you get a phone call? Are you
Hello?
there? Yep, we're here.
Technical difficulties, it appears.
No, it's all good. Did you get a phone call? That's happened to me when I get a phone call. You back? Oh wait. Are you back? Oh, this is fun. So we can hear you, we can see you, but I don't think you can hear or see me. Where'd he go?
There we are.
Are you back?
Yeah, I'm
You're
sorry. That's
back.
another thing. this is why I need a marketing agency.
Yes.
I'm not very good. I'm very good with technology, so I
Oh
apologize for
yeah,
that.
those are easy fixes. But what I was
Yeah.
saying, and I'm gonna throw some flowers your way. What I
Mhm.
was saying is a lot of the attorneys that I talk to don't have things that you have, and I'm gonna point them out where they come to me and they say, "What social media agency should I hire?" And my response is always, "I'm happy to recommend, whatever price point, style, personality. But first, let's talk about what are you wanting to achieve? Because
Mhm.
if what you want to achieve is authentic, like connection,
Yes.
powerful, that actually generates results. An agency can assist you by like making things pretty, maybe adding captions or whatnot and helping you with those things. But the heart of the content is going to be you showing up as you. And
Yeah.
literally that's what you described. It's convenient to have a company give you a plan, right? Oh, this is the content. And by the way, I have people that help me with my content.
Mhm.
Mine is organic and all that. I come up with most of the ideas myself, but I do have people that help me. But but it comes from me. Like they're
Yeah.
aligning with who I'm showing up as. So you can't even tell the difference between what I made because I got an idea with my kids that day or what I sent to my team to edit and post. You can't
Yeah.
tell the difference.
Mhm.
And that's the sweet spot. And
Yeah.
it's so
It
nice
is.
to think that you can just say, hey, you come up with a strategy, come up with a content calendar, just tell me what to do. Like, that's cool, pero se la pones difícil, as we say in Spanish,
Yeah.
to your
Uh-huh.
company because the gold is you, like you
Yeah.
showing up as you. Because then what happens is the person shows up to your office, and if they don't experience what they saw, there's a breakdown. And then you get
Mhm.
issues with conversions, you get issues with retention, you don't get as
Yeah.
many referrals. So, flowers to you, kudos to you.
Thank you.
So yeah, this is great. You've given such really good tips, and selfishly, you're like echoing a lot of what we think. So thank you. Confirmation bias. So abogado, I have one more question for you, and then
Uh-huh.
I apologize that I went over time, pero
No, it's
here we
fine.
are. I'm chatty. Okay, so one last question, and it's a fun one. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so what is your favorite sandwich? We ask this of every guest because it's called the Care Sandwich Podcast. So that's our last question. What's your favorite sandwich? And it can be a taco or burrito or something that's not a sandwich. It's allowed. I've been asked that before.
Okay. Sorry. I don't know the
All right.
so my favorite sandwich, I would say
Yeah.
American, I would say probably a turkey club sandwich.
Okay.
But Mexican, I would say more tacos. I'm a taco guy. But
Yes.
if it was a sandwich, I would have to go with the turkey club sandwich. And also, I'm gonna send you a T-shirt, compliments of my office. Look at El Abogado Tejano right here.
Oh, nice.
I'll send you
Okay.
a
I
T-shirt
love it.
to your. So I'll get your address, I'll get your information, and I'm gonna send you a T-shirt and some more merchandise from here.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely do an exchange. Abogado, it has been great. I hope those of you that were watching and listening really enjoyed this, and I hope to see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich. And Abogado, don't go anywhere. I'm going to see you backstage.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Care Sandwich. Remember, the way we care for our clients, our teams, and our